Check out this mess. As you can see, I just got through cutting some trim up, and I got to sweep that up. But this is about how much sawdust it takes to get to this point of a camper build. More than a bushel basket. And you can see down the side, I had a can of this Great Stuff foam left, and what I'm using it for is when I got tired and some of the pieces didn't fit really nice, I just went back with that Great Stuff foam and filled it in all the way around. Now I have two or three pieces along there I got the cut pieces for to insulate. Right here's my exit for my air conditioner on the AC unit, which I thought it would just be an easy breezy, but it's been a little difficult. And I'll be able to, I'm going to have a separate video on that shows how to do it. I like the way I've been trimming these. Oh, here we go. I'll take an old joint knife, and it needs to be one that you've used a lot, because every time you do like this on drywall, it sharpens the blade up, so it makes it really sharp edge. And just take it and cut it along where it's smooth with the wood, so that when I nail my outer skin here, that it will not be in the way. But this thing will be pretty airtight when I get done with it. And you go around here and make sure that nothing's sticking out. It's going to be in the way of when I put the siding on it. It should be real easy to heat and cool. And if you run it off solar, that makes it, it'll make it more efficient for the solar as well. I got a little bit here too, so we'll go around and get all that. I still have to run the block plane over this to smooth that out. And you'll see there will be like more places with that foam. Ooh, some glasses on so I can see better. That's all. It cuts it up pretty good. Now I didn't do these panels yet, because I'm gonna run all the electrical here and up here before I foam it. Get all my electrical run, because there's gonna be lights and oh, look at that, my speaker fell off, the receiver fell off. Now on the inside, you can see this is going to be my counter that will actually go against the wall here. You can see my beginnings of my air conditioner setup. Once I get all the pieces cut out and somewhat assembled, I'll take it all apart and I will show you how to build one. If you have a vintage camper and you're wondering, how am I going to put AC without it having hang out the side of a window or something and look, be ugly and detract from the looks of the camper? Well, you could do it on the inside. If you look back at that one video I did, or I've done lots of videos. There's one on the camper I call the Big Maui, and I put an AC in it, and it's pretty much the same principle as this. This is not going to be, I'm just going to give you a quick idea, but I'm going to make a dedicated video for how to install a window unit on the inside of your camper, not have it look tacky. That's going to get a steel grill under it, keep the varmints from coming through, because that's where we're going to pull our cool air from that will come up through here to the floor and go into the AC cooling fan and out that way. So in this box, we finished. I know one-handed camera work always sucks and screws up the shot, but that's where we are. I usually use a tripod, but we're in here now. So this box area here will have pretty much like a piece of wood here that stops the contains your area that sucks the cool area. See this part right here? So we're gonna make a little box around that. So I have like wood around here like this all the way around, and the same on the front all the way around. And the AC will slide in there, and it will pull a little bit of air from the cabin, but not much. It's just there's gonna be some leakage, but it's gonna predominantly pull it through here and blow it out there, and then it's not gonna affect this part, which recirculates the air from the cabin through here and blows back out here freezing cold on you. So we're going to have a separation from this part here and this part here, but that plywood's going to be like here. Like I said, once I get further along, I will give you a dedicated video just for this. And this one's going to look different from, like I said, the camper I call the Big Maui. It's going to look different from that one because that one's set right on the floor in the box. This one needs to be raised up so it'll sit above the floor of this counter right here. And then once I get that counter in, get this counter in, then I can start wiring. Well, no, I've got to build a settee next. So I'll build the settee, then I can start wiring because I want to use the settee seats here and there for like battery storage or breaker boxes or whatever. Or maybe I'll put the breaker box here. I don't know yet. We're going to find out when we get there. Because like all the campers I build, I'm just winging it. And I see a camper on the internet or something, and I was like, ooh, I like that one. I like the way it looks. Then I'll build one that looks like it. But it's not going to be exactly like it. It's going to be M. Langford Outdoors camper built the way I wanted to build with my personality in it. So this one will probably be for sale maybe, what is this month? January, maybe. This is January, so it might be for sale in March, April, or June. We'll see. Unless my wife decides she loves this one the most, and we have to sell the other one. This one, which right now is my favorite. But she likes this one because she can stand up in it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me.